Do you want to know more about advanced consisting? Why don't you stick around and watch this segment, see how we do it on mine scale model railroad, this AR secondary. Hello everyone, Joe from Central Jersey Conrail and N-Scale. Welcome back. So this is a locomotive shop. This is a little extra video that I'm doing for you. What I've been doing is working on advanced consisting, and a lot of questions have come up from a lot of people that I converse with on Facebook and YouTube. So they asked me to produce a video, so here it is. I'm going to put it together for you. Before we get started, I just wanted to touch base with everybody. It is the first week of March, and I kind of went by because I've been so busy with my life. But, I realized that this is our 5-year anniversary here on the channel. It's been 5 years that we've been producing great videos. And, we've come a long, long way. Lots of new followers, and we've got tons and tons of work done. Very happy with the progress, and very happy with my audience, and the way we interact, and so thank you for following along, and here's to more good videos coming out. So the other thing I just wanted to throw out you quickly was, I know I said I was going to be producing another construction video of the layout and the update, but the problem is, I'm just getting adjusted to our schedule here with the new edition and all that, so I'm settling in and haven't really got time to work on the layout, but I've been finding lots of time, a little bit here, a little bit there, to work on a lot of locomotive projects. So consequently, that's why this video has kind of been spurred along, is I've been getting a lot of locomotives upgraded, but also because people have been asking for it. So, stick with me. I promise you that we'll be getting back to the layout very soon. I have a couple more locomotives I want to do. I have a couple car projects, and I got to produce that rail fan video for everybody, and then we'll be getting back into layout construction. So this whole topic here of advanced consisting has kind of developed since October of 2018. So if you recall, back then I was doing a lot of new ESU installs and just getting acquainted with the products, and I was having trouble with consisting two locomotives together so that their drive hole features would work together. So I sent off an email to ESU, and if you recall, Matt Herman, he actually responded back to my email and told me that I had to investigate doing advanced consisting. So consisting, so if you have two locomotives that you want to join together and run as a unit, you build what's called a simple consist. And that is when you toggle in one address and you toggle in a second address, and you merge the two, and then they're controlled by the forward address, the lead, or however it is, depending on your system that you use. That's called a simple consist. But I had never heard of the whole term of advanced consisting. So because I'm a Digitrax user, you have to forgive me. I'm not saying that Digitrax is any better than any one other system out there, but it's just what I know how to use and what I'm comfortable with. One of the big supplements that I use besides my owner's manual is this book here. Digitrax produces this book. It's called The Big Book of DCC. And, it is applicable to not just Digitrax, but other DCC users too. So if you're interested in learning more about your system and the capabilities of DCC, I recommend that you read this book. It's available on Digitrax website as well. And this is kind of my go-to, I call this the DCC Bible, because it has a lot of deep information into the whole topic of DCC. So this is the book that I return to read about advanced consisting. So what advanced consisting allows you to do is use your CV 21 and 22, and by calculating the values, you can merge the two together. It's kind of an advanced topic to understand for me, especially if you're not using sound. I could see why you would need to do it if you're using sound, but otherwise I don't really know why you'd do an advanced consist if you're just doing non-sound decoders. Possibly for multiple unit and helper operations. If anybody's out there watching the video and understands what I'm saying here, go ahead and chime in on the comments. So the other thing I found through doing all this is that Digitrax also makes an app that you can download on your phone. It's available on the Google Play Store, I think it's the Android Store, and definitely the Apple Store. And what you can do is you can go into their CV21 calculator and do the advanced consisting calculator based on the parameters that you want. They'll give you the values that you can enter into CV 21 and 22 to build an advanced consist. So now, a lot of you out there right now are probably totally lost. So let me just pause here before I talk about it anymore, and let's go to the video. So I'm going to take you over and show you what the problem is, and then I'll show you the solution. Now, I do have to advise you this. I use the Loc programmer. when I'm dealing with my ESU decoders. I find it's very easy to use, and it talks to the decoders very well. I do have some issues when I use my JMRI software, and I get a lot of error 308 failure to acknowledge decoder when I'm trying to update ESU decoders with JMRI through the Digitrax system. So consequently, I kind of omitted that using JMRI to build these advanced concepts because I'm using the Loc programmer. However, the concepts are still the same if you use the CV calculator that Digitrax provides you, or like they tell you in the book, you can do it manually. Then you can get the values, and if you can try to input it in through JMRI or through your throttle and get the decoder to take it. I was never successful the first time I tried it, so consequently that's why I've been using the Loc programmer. So I'm going to walk you through how to do it on the Loc programmer, and I'll come back and talk to you afterwards. Okay everyone, so here we go. This is both GP40-2s. They both have the ESU Loc sound. So I have them simply consisted together with 3372 being in the lead. So if I hit F9 for drive hold and I throttle up, what will happen is 3372 will not move, but you'll notice that 3385 is going to start running like it normally would. You'll see the wheel slipping. So that is the major problem with simple consisting with the ESU decoders. It doesn't allow you to use the drive hold feature. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate another way that the drive hold doesn't work. So if I throttle up the consist to about 9, hit drive hold, so I'm holding my speed, and then I throttle up to simulate that we're pulling a heavy load, you can hear that 3385 is spinning its wheels. So 3372 is running as it should with the drive hold, where 3385 is operating as a normal decoder. Okay? So now let me show you how to solve that problem. I'll take you over to the computer, and we're going to go on the Loc programmer and we're going to fix it. Okay everyone, so I'm over here at the computer and I have the Loc programmer open. 3372 is on my programming track, so we want to modify settings of an ESU decoder. So it's reading the decoder data now. So there you go. So we are on the main page here, and you can see it's 3372. It's using the long address. So this button down here, this is what we want to do. We want to enable the DCC consist address, and that is for advanced consisting. We do not want to reverse the direction because 3372 is going to be the lead, so we're going to want it to go in the forward direction. We're going to put in an address of 10. That's what I'm going to use for my advanced consist address, and this will make sense later. Activate functions in consist mode. We want the headlight, bell, horn, drive hold, and mute, or startup, shut down. Those are the 5 functions that I'm going to activate now. Once we've selected those, we're going to write decoder data. Okay, and it's done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 3385 over on the programming track so we can do that one. Okay, so 3385 is now on the programming track. So what I'm going to do is read decoder data. And we have 3385 shows up. So now what we need to do with this one is enable the DCC consist, change the address to 10 so it matches 3372. This one's going to run in the reverse direction because this is the trailing unit. And then the functions that we want is headlight, bell, horn, startup shutdown, and drive hold. Okay? Now we'll go ahead and write the decoder data, update it, and there, it is done. So now I'll put them back on the track so we can test them out. Okay, a little foul up here. So on 3372 being the lead, you want the horn and bell selected. On the trailing unit, you do not, because what happens is then both horns on both units sound. So I'm going to uncheck this for 3385, the trailing unit, and I'm going to turn the bell and horn off. And then I'm going to write decoder data. There. And it's taken the changes. Now we should be good to go. Let's get set up for testing. All right, everyone, so here's our GP40-2 set. 3372 is the lead. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my throttle and I'm going to toggle up the consist 10. So instead of putting in 3372, I would just put in 10. So that's the number that we've assigned to this group here. So I have 10 assigned on my throttle. I'm going to hit F8 for startup. Now, as you heard, 3385, the trailing unit has a quicker startup series. I think that is because it's version 1. I have two different versions of the sound files installed here. Version 1 is in 3385 and version 2 is in 3372. And that's one of the great things about ESU is they give you multiple versions of the sound files. So, we're started up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit F9 for drive hold. I'm going to throttle up to about 7 on my knob, so right around notch 1. And you can see they're both idling up and 3385 is not moving. Okay. So now I'm going to ease off, use my drive hold to let them roll a little bit. I'll throttle them both up. And they both operate very smoothly and realistically. And I'm going to back off on that throttle. And now we get to use our drive hold on these. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through another set. We're going to do the U25Bs. So I have the lead unit on the programming track, so we're going to read the decoder data. Okay. And this is 2264. That's going to be my lead unit. So we're going to enable DCC consist address, which is advanced consisting. And for this one, I like to use my advanced consist. I like to use even numbers. I'm going to use 12. And I use them bigger than 10. So I do 10, 12, 14, 16. It's just a thing. I don't know why, but it just makes it easier in my mind. So for this unit here, we're going to want the headlight, bell, horn, startup shutdown, and drive hold. Okay? And we are not, this is going to be, the lead unit is going to be going nose first. Now we will write the decoder data, update. There you go. Let me get the next unit on the programming track and we'll do that one. Alright, I got the next unit, 2616, so we're going to read the decoder data. Yes. Okay, 2616 long address. We're going to enable our advanced consisting. Our address is 12. This is going to be in the reverse direction. Now this time where I goofed up last time, we're not going to select the horn or the bell. So we'll do headlight, startup shutdown, and drive hold. Now I'm going to write the decoder data. And it's writing. Okay. All right, so let me get the unit set up so we can do a test and I can show you what they sound like. Okay, so here's our U25Bs all ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and start them up. Turn my headlight on. Test the horn real quick. Alright. So now I'm going to hit drive hold, F9. I'll get them up to about notch 1. I'm just going to ease off. And give it a little more. These are pretty good. And I'll bring them to a stop. So as you can see, advanced consisting makes these decoders work good in unison. More realistic and allows you to use the drive hold. Okay, so one last thing I want to show you is with JMRI is I make an entry for the advanced consist. Now what that allows you to do is if you're using your phone app is you can find it in the roster and select the advanced consist so you can use that on your phone. So now what I'm going to do is edit only file. I'm going to hit new loco. I will select the decoder. Direct Micro, Open Comprehensive Programmer. Okay, so I'm going to call this is for the ID GP40-2 Advanced Consist. Road name Conrail. Road number, we're going to use the 10. Okay. Now I'm going to put a comment for the advanced consist features only, not actual locomotive. Okay, now I gotta come over here to basic and change this to 10, and that'll be it. You don't mess with anything else on this because you have no controls here. So we're gonna save, and now it is saved. So I'm gonna close that. Here it is right here. Okay, so we saved it. So now what we'll do is I want to go to Labels and Media because I like to put just a little picture in here just to remind me which ones they are. So I'll go to my roster. I'm looking for 3372. That's the lead unit. And I'll drag that up in there. Boop, done. Save the roster. Now I'll just give it a quick test. Grab my throttle. Steal it. And I can hear it starting up from here. I don't know if you can pick it up because it's on the other side of the layout. There you go. So it works. I'm going to shut it down. I'll release it and close it. Okay, everybody, so there you go. That's how we did it. So let's talk about it. So before I go any further, I have to put in a little disclaimer. This is kind of a semi-permanent way of joining these two units. And what I mean is once you assign the decoder address of 10, let's say, hey, a couple of weeks later, I want to take 3372 and I want to run it out on its own. The problem is you then have to go back to your programmer and undo the advanced consist in order to control those units independently again. It kind of stays with the units even though the system's turned off or you dispatch it out, where simple consist is kind of easy to break up and send the units on their way. Consequently, that's why I'm not going to do a whole bunch of advanced consist groups. I'm probably going to just maybe do 2 or 3 and have them stick together. But, you know, once you do it and you get the hang of doing it, it is actually fairly quickly to throw it back on the programming track and go on a local programmer and just uncheck that box and undo it and then resave it and you're done. But however, with that being said, it totally opens up all new avenues of operations here on the layout with having 2 units available to use the drive hold, because now you can really tell a story when you're operating your trains. And I think it's an unbelievable accomplishment that ESU has done and allowed us to have here, especially in N-scale. HO guys, yeah, you should be doing it too. It's very easy to do. Now, the one thing I didn't do when I built the GP40-2 set was that I didn't toggle the dynamic brake feature. So that's another one is I should have checked off F4 on the mapping portion, so that this way if I hit F4, both dynamic brakes would come on both units. It's not applicable to the U25Bs because they didn't have dynamic brakes. So I really hope this video helps everybody out. I hope it helps you understand a little bit about advanced consisting, definitely how to do it if you're using the low programmer, and maybe opens up some new avenues for you in your operations. And I gave you a couple resources to go check it out and start doing some reading up on it so you can learn more if I didn't explain it good enough. I really hope this video helps everybody. All right, so with that being said, that's all I have for you this time here on the Locomotive Shop. If you like this video and you've seen it for the first time, please subscribe to our channel because we're always posting great free content like this and we'd love to have you following along. If you haven't done so already, please check out our Facebook page and Instagram account because I'm always posting daily updates of all the projects that we're doing here around the layout. And otherwise, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.